And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Sonic Origins Plus. In the last episode, we didn't talk about last episode. Let's go on to the next one. This is Flying Battery Zone. I love this zone. This zone is awesome. It is a giant warship that Sonic and Tails are kind of like flying through. There's machinery everywhere. Everything's flying. The music is really rocking. I love these little monkey bars that Sonic has to climb across. Got fire traps and everything else. Sentry guns and everything else. So, Flying Battery Zone is probably what defined Sonic and Knuckles to me as a child. Probably more than Mushroom Hill Zone. As much as I love Mushroom Hill Zone and how much I gushed about it, Flying Battery was so good. I loved it. I love these little segments here where you go outside. Be careful with those landmines. If you walk over them, they will explode like a second after you walk over them. You kind of have to jump on these floating platforms. There's a bottomless pit underneath you, so be very careful whenever you're jumping. You just kind of have to not do that. Oh, Lordy. Am I back at the beginning? Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, last episode was kind of a mess. Kind of a mess was kind of an understatement. We got, like, I say that, but we got 6 Chaos Emeralds. That's cool. And plus, I got perfects on every single one. Now, granted, I had to play some of those over and over again, but yeah, we had a lot of fun with, Mushroom Hill Zone, besides the fact that it was just a mess in general. But yeah, Flying Battery Zone, I love this zone so much though. The music is probably one of my favorite OSTs in Sonic history. Flying Battery is such a rockin' tune. Oh, coming off of Sonic 3's music, with all the changes that Origin did, I don't think any of Sonic and Knuckles' music was changed. So I don't think we have to listen to old version, or we'll have new versions that kind of change the music or anything. I don't think any of them changed, if I remember correctly. So I like these little drums. You kind of have to just run around, they go around in circles and everything else. I think that's cool. In case you didn't notice, but there was capsules, like animal capsules there that we could just freely open up. It had rings in them. I thought that was cool. I think that's like the only time in the game we see something like that. We got these little, like, you know, platforms here that are going through these tubes here to kind of make us progress forward. If I could just stop for just a moment and get on top of these things. But yeah, you're gonna jump on these things and kind of ride them as they go through the tubes there and kind of like go down and everything else. I like this portion of the game. This level. I've always thought this was that cool part. Thankfully, we have the fire shield, so we don't have to worry about these fire traps or nothing. Unfortunately, it was a trap. That animal capsule was a trap. Had a bunch of badniks that popped up. So you stand on this thing and it springs you upwards. This is kind of the cool part of the stage. I like this. You got all these wind turbines here. Don't go all the way up because, yeah, Tails demonstrated. You will get hit by the blades of the propellers, so be very careful. You're gonna have to watch out for the missiles, and you just kind of have to jump towards the next one. Always like this. This part right here, instead of going to the right, you want to hold left and then jump over here to kind of get a secret. If you go all the way to the top without touching the blades, jump up here, get an extra life and some rings up here. But yeah, we have 6 of those Super Emeralds already done. We only have to get 1 more. And I know that there's there's a special stage in here that I know of. So this is cool. You got this giant magnetism like machine right here that'll, like, every now and then kind of get the giant platforms to go magnetize towards them. So you just kind of, and it works with all the badniks too, because, you know, the badniks are made out of robot parts and metal and stuff, so they all magnetize towards those things. I haven't played this bonus minigame in a while. Let's just jump up here and try to, I don't know if I need a bubble shield. I need an electric shield. That's what I need, because That'll actually protect me from things, but that's all right, I guess. We'll take the bubble shield, I guess. It's fine. Didn't really even want to play that mini game anyways. Just dumped up here. Yeah, like I said, this is kind of a cool mechanic. I like the magnetism there. Bounce off all the projectile. How a bubble reflects projectiles, bullets and stuff, I'll never know. We just gonna come over here, just rev up our spin dash, and eventually we're gonna get up to this part where the spinning platforms. Just jump up here. There's another thing here that acts as a spring. You keep on going on this way, and eventually you're gonna come up to this part where the ground is crumbly. Be careful of those balls there. If they fall down, you'll take damage, like I just demonstrated. Just touching them in general is a spike ball, so it hurts. So, all right. So this part here, the magnetism thing, is all the way at the top of the ceiling, but they're still activating and causing these platforms to raise up, even though they're not touching them. So, interesting little tidbit. Right here, if you push this spike trap right here, you'll fall down into a special stage. I found that out just holding left at that part and realized Sonic was moving the spikes. That's kind of a cool little Easter egg. Well, an Easter egg, it's a secret. Let's get our last Chaos Emerald. Super Emerald, whatever you want to call it. I'm ready. I'm ready for all these special stages to be done. Honestly, and the thing is, though, I was having such a tiresome time last episode doing all those special stages. And I don't normally care because I love I love blue spheres. It shouldn't be that bad, right? I don't know. Why did I do that? I'm just sitting here talking. I didn't mess it up. I want to get the perfects because, good gosh, we got all the perfects in the last ones. In Sonic and Knuckles special stage, I might as well go ahead and try to go get the last one too. I think that was my problem, why I was having to restart the special stages, because I was going out of my way to get the perfects because I was doing so well earlier. So this one, Mulligan. I think I'm gonna hold off on that cross area where the blue spheres are making a cross. We'll save that for last, so I don't have to avoid anything or jump over anything I don't want to jump over. You have to jump over here, and you bounce into here, and then I'm going a little too slow. Maybe I should just go get them. I think if I remember correctly, it kind of goes on a linear path at that point. I'm really glad I'm playing this version of the game because I'll tell you one thing. When I recorded this game years ago, I had to practice these special stages a lot. Now, granted, I'm good at them now, but back then, oh my goodness. See, like there, I messed up and I would have had to restart the whole thing because, whoa, what the heck was going on there? Because I was pushing against that. Honestly, I like that I keep my mess ups in the recordings now because now you can see how much difficult it is for me to concentrate and talk at the same time. Because when I recorded the original Let's Play of Sonic 3, I was all post commentary because at the time I didn't know how to do live commentary. I didn't know how to do it at the same time. I know that's probably weird to say, but when I was younger, when I started doing YouTube stuff, it was harder for me to figure out how to do live commentary stuff. I didn't have, I mean, everybody has Audacity or something like that, or OBS to record their commentary, but back then I didn't really have that. Audacity didn't exist. I just had to record. I had a Power Director. I know that's kind of an old editing software. I had Power Director to edit my videos, and what I would do is just record my voice in the editing software to do my post commentary. So I think if I save that one, Do I want to save that one? I think I do. Jump up here. I think this just leads to more nonsense. Oy. Okay, let's try this again without having to mess up. Man, I'm having... then again, I kind of figured this was going to happen. Like I said, I usually try to concentrate when I'm not talking, and that doesn't do very good for live commentary sometimes. Especially in fast-paced platformers like this. I think if I jump over this one, I think this is the last one. Oh, lordy, I forgot how you get that one. How do you get that one to turn into rings? I'm gonna have to probably experiment a little bit for that one. Is that how you do it? I think that's how you do it. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I was doing a little bit of scouting ahead because I wanted to figure out how to do the square thingy on that last batch without, you know, it going 50 miles an hour. But I think I have an idea what I'm supposed to do now. Because that one kind of threw me for a trip there because I wasn't expecting it to do that. Like, it was that kind of a weird pattern. It took me just a minute to figure out, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so what I need to do in order to get the perfect is I need to play normally, but on the last batch before that area, I need to jump over the two blues. Like this right here, like the two blues I'm doing, I need to jump over the last badge in order to access the area without collecting the last spheres. And then once I'm done with that one, then I can go get those last spheres. Okay, so this is the one I'm talking about. Jump over here, and jump over that one, but try not to screw it up, is the hard part. Man, all that goodwill from getting all those coins going down the drain real quickly because I decided, oh, I want to get all the perfects in the game. In Sonic and Knuckles, at least. Since when did I start caring about perfects, man? Probably because, like I said, because I started getting them left and right, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and try and get all of them in here in Sonic and Knuckles' special stages. It'll be fun, they said. At least my brain said that, and I'm like, now I'm starting to regret that because I'm starting to lose coins left and right because I'm trying to go out of my way to do a special stage that I don't normally do, trying to solve puzzles in a way, kind of trying to figure out what I need to do in order to get the rings to unlock and save certain blue spheres for last in order to keep the perfect. See, this is what I'm talking about. My brain is fried, dude. I recorded the last episode right before this too, and if you know how that ended, I should have just taken a break. Little did I know. This is the run, I tell you. This is the run. Did I do it? Man, if only you could get actual rewards for doing perfects except point values and stuff like Sonic Mania did. Ugh. Sonic Mania actually made me start doing perfects in these blue sphere mini games because you actually got some content out of that. I don't know what happened there, but like you actually got some content out of it. You got like unlockables and stuff. I think that was only in base Mania. I think if you have the plus version of Mania, I don't know what happened to the blue sphere mini game or how to access it, unfortunately. I know they changed up how you get those mini games and when Plus announced, because they added the new bonus mini game whenever you would have normally done the blue sphere mini game. I know I'm talking about a completely different game, but I just figured it would be point of contention because, you know, I'm just retrying this special stage, so retried it like 10 times at this point. Which, you know, I said that this is my favorite special stage archetype, and I've done worse in these than the other ones. The other ones I might have lost like a handful of times. I think the worst I did was like in CD. I like CDs too, that's another thing. There we go. Okay, I think we got it. They even said that special stages in Sonic 2 were terrible. Wait, where am I missing rings? Where am I missing rings? I said, stop it. Sonic, where are you missing rings, buddy? Oh. I forgot about this last segment. I forgot that there was more to the special stage after you got that really hard one. I was like, where am I missing 2 rings at? That's where I was missing 2 rings at, because the last one you have to, it's like in the middle. I forgot. It's been, like I said, I haven't practiced these since, for the Let's Play, because I just figured, you know, since I had infinite Jesus. Since I had infinite continues and stuff, oh, I said infinite. I have a finite number of them, but I have a lot of coins. Since I can retry as many times as I want to, I figured I wouldn't need to practice. I used to practice these a while. Like, this is the stuff I would practice in preparation for a Let's Play if, like, I was doing a Sonic game, is these special stages. Because I'm not good at special stages, obviously you can tell. But I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and I wanted to play these games for you guys, so. How did it speed up that last second? Seriously? I turned and it didn't even do it because it sped up the last second. Okay. We're back at where we were before. Let's do this last segment. Okay, jump over this one. Jump over there. There we go. Oh, that's all perfect on all special stages of Sonic and Knuckles. Did I need to do this? Hell no, I didn't need to do this. But I wanted to do it anyways to see if I could. And with a cool 700,000 points, I got extra lives. I'm still at a net loss of everything I got. But on the bright side, we've gotten all the Super Emeralds. We've collected every single one of them. With the Master Emerald's power, now Sonic can be Hypersonic, which is an upgraded version of Supersonic. We got Supersonic in Sonic 3. In case you haven't realized, because I didn't even talk about this just now thinking about it, when you start the Sonic and Knuckles portion of Sonic 3, you can't go Supersonic anymore. I mean, obviously, because Sonic put the Chaos Emeralds on the altar, so he doesn't have the Chaos Emeralds on him anymore. But now that we've collected all the Super Emeralds, we can have our Super Form back. And our Super Form is a lot better. This is Hypersonic. As you can see, he's not that different than Supersonic. But the thing is, though, he glows white instead of yellow. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of yellow on him. But he has a couple new moves on his arsenal. He can do a flash on the screen that kind of acts as a double jump and everything else. He is super invincible. I think he's immune to everything now, except crushing, obviously. But another thing with this flash, I don't know what I'm doing here. Can I turn this off? No, I can't turn it off. God, it's so hard to control him when he's on that. But one thing that he can do with that flash move, now that we have that, that's like the only difference between Hypersonic and normal Sonic. Dude, this is so slippery. I hate being this sometime. I'm trying to do platforming. Good gosh. Use the D-pad. Use the D-pad. Stop using the analog. There we go. But Hypersonic... Actually, I don't want to be Hypersonic anymore. One thing that Hypersonic does with that flash, when you hit the flash button, which is the same button that you do your instant shield, what it does is it destroys all enemies on the screen. Anyways, we're at the mini boss of Flying Battery X1. This is like the easiest boss in all of mankind. You just have to, you can't attack him normally. You just have to wait until he's about ready to attack you. When his eyes flash. And then move off his head, because that's his weak point. He will attack you if he's anywhere else. Like if you're over here, he'll try to attack you there. So the whole gimmick is you have to just, you know, be on top of his little castle button and make him attack himself. That's the whole gimmick of this boss fight. And eventually, yeah, that's how you destroy him. He's like super easy once you know how to do it. You just have to move out of the way. A lot of the mini bosses in Sonic and Knuckles are kind of pathetic in a way. Just gonna be FYI. Gosh, we got another extra life. And we got my favorite OST in Sonic and Knuckles. Flying Battery Zone Act 2. I love this track so much. It is such a different contrast other than Flying Battery Zone Act 1. I love Flying Battery Zone Act 2 music, and its gimmicks are a lot different than Act 1's. You got these little like spider guys here. They will kind of carry you through the drums here, and you also got these little platforms. I like these platforms. When I was a kid, I thought these platforms were really cool. You kind of ride them down, but be careful. Get off as soon as you're able to, because the platform will crush you if you get caught between that and the ground. So be very careful when you're going through that, because yeah, if it crushes you, obviously it kills you instantly. But yeah, I love Flying Battery Zone Act 2. I think this zone is kind of cool. I don't think, can you even turn on to hypersonic? Yeah, you can. Okay, so here's the flash move. Yeah, if you use a flash move, it'll kill basically all badniks on the screen that's there. It won't damage bosses, obviously, because that would be kind of cheap. Okay, gotta be careful here. This is what I'm talking about. Like, they have those platforms right there, and they'll crush you. So now that we have all the super emeralds in this game, any more special stages that we get, like in Sonic 3, if you collect it, it'll be 50 rings. It'll give you an extra 50 rings, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna get up here. I kind of like this splash move because, like I said, it acts like a double jump, and that's really, really convenient to have. So, and not only that, just being able to kill everything on the screen right off the turn. This is kind of a cool reward for 100%ing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, essentially. I just wish there was a way that I could turn the music off for the invincibility for hypersonic. Can I jump on this thing? I can't remember. Okay, it doesn't spit me out. Okay, I thought it did. But yeah, you just kind of just run through the stage here now. That's pretty much all the gimmicks on this stage. You ride these platforms down. That's pretty much it. But yeah, the music is really good in Act 2. I love this zone. I just like Flying Battery in general. When I was a kid, this was like my favorite zone in the game. I think if no, you can't push that one. I thought you could push that spike. Maybe I'm thinking of another spike that you can push. I could have swore there was more than just that one that I showed you where that special stage was. Whee! Supersonic away! Get the spider, you know, got me through there. Okay, so I gotta grab on this one to lower me down here. Come over here. We're gonna keep on going. Just run through everything because I can't be killed at this point. So, and also another little milestone that we just got: no more special stages in this playthrough. Yep, we have finished all the special stages in Sonic Origins Plus. This is the last game of the playthrough, and since we got 100% all of the special stages, we're done with special stages. No more special stages unless I'm like playing a different playthrough. Anyways, this is the boss. Eggman, you're kind of reusing bosses. This is the same boss that we had in Winged Fortress Zone in Sonic 2. The giant beam that he controls from the thing here with laser barriers and everything else. It'll eventually just follow us and then eventually start firing a giant death beam. The thing is, though, with this boss, I can't reach it. No matter what I try, I can't just attack it normally. So you just have to kind of wait it until the laser barriers get so close to you. This is a waiting game. The laser barriers start shrinking and everything else, and you don't have much room to move around in. Eventually, Eggman's machine will have enough, how close you are, and then it'll run off. But that isn't the only thing we're doing in this stage. That wasn't the actual boss. That was like the prelude to the main boss of the stage. So once we get onto this segment here, we'll get a checkpoint, and a platform will start rising in the air. It'll kind of like the airship is kind of crumbling away in a way, and you just kind of have to race against it, avoid getting crushed along the way. So you just have to avoid, you know, being smudged into the ceiling or whatever. And you just ride this platform all the way up to the sky. And once you do that, the true boss will reveal itself. This is the true boss of Flying Battery Zone. It's a giant, like, hanging robot on the scaffolding. So you can jump across the middle here to avoid his spike hands. But if you can't stay in the middle too long, because Eggman will shoot a fire, he'll like have his little fire canister hit you, and eventually, you know, he'll start swinging around like this, and you can attack him normally. One thing about I don't want to kill him just yet, because I want you guys to see what I did when I was a kid. When I was younger, you see how Eggman's like model is right there? When when I was younger, I thought his little like triangle red spot underneath his mouth was actually his mouth. I thought that whole area wasn't just him. I thought that was his whole face. So like that yellow part and the red shoulders, I thought that was his whole face. So I thought he was having his mouth open the whole entire fight. It didn't occur to me, and whenever he takes damage, that is not what's being portrayed. But my little childhood brain couldn't comprehend that. I don't know why, but yeah, there we go. That's my story. I wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about. But yeah, that boss isn't too hard. And with that, we've cleared out Flying Battery Zone. Got all the Chaos, or Super Emeralds, excuse me. We unlocked Hypersonic, and we're off to the next stage. We fly out of the airship and drop right into the desert. This is Sandopolis Zone. So in the next episode of Let's Play Sonic Origins Plus, we're going to be heading straight to the desert of Sandopolis. So with that, I'll see you guys next episode.